You want to speak English like these people, but you practice like this.
English is speaking, not a children play.
And if you believe in this myth that you can learn English faster the way kids do learn their native language, then I should tell you yes, you can, but in 5 years, 10 years, or even more than that. And I'm sure as adults, you don't want to spend these many years just for English. And if you want to learn within a few weeks or a few months, then you need to do something differently. That is, you need to learn intentionally and intelligently. Because it is not possible when you keep following some random things. For that, you need to have a proper plan according to your goal. That can make your English learning journey faster and easier. So, in today's video, I have created a 2 months or 8 weeks plan for you that you can follow each and every day. In that, activities are simple and you don't need to spend 4 5 hours in a day. Maximum 30 minutes will be enough for that. And this plan will help you maintain consistency in that you don't need to wonder what to do on a particular day to work on your English. Activities are simple and easy to do. And for this video purpose, I have created a 2-week plan and I will tell you how you can implement the same for 8 weeks. So now let's start with the plan. Week 1 and day 1. For day 1, you have to focus on input. Input as in active listening. For that, you can take any clip from YouTube or any audio clip, but make sure you are only listening, not watching the video. Because when you start watching, you might get carried away with this idea. You have to focus on only listening. That is, focus on the words or sentences and how these words are connected together to make sense out of it and the message the speaker is trying to convey. Focus on the context of the clip, the words, and sentences. And once you are done with this listening part, from the same clip, write down 5 words and 5 sentences. I would suggest you to have a notebook for that, for the whole plan, so that you can keep the track of your progress. So write down 5 words and 5 sentences in your notebook. And why I'm telling you this? Because when you write down something, it creates a memory, that mental memory. It creates a mapping in your mind. When you write down something, it becomes easier to recall for the longer period of time. So write down those 5 words and 5 sentences that you feel you learned. They were new for you and you can use in your day to day life. So this was day 1, active listening, 5 words and 5 sentences. Now for day 2, speaking, output, because it is important. Output is extremely important. So we will find the balance of both input as well as output in the whole plan. So for this day, day 2, speaking for at least 15 minutes. For that, I would recommend you to pick any relevant topic. Don't speak about random things. Focus on something that you can use in your day to day life. Maybe some conversations, some topics, your work related stuff, whatever you feel you can use in your day to day life. And the better option would be if you record yourself for 15 minutes at least, so that you can listen to yourself later to improve or to identify your mistake and where you are struggling to speak. So record yourself for at least 15 minutes. So this was day 2. Now for day 3, there will be 2 activities. One, describe a picture, and second, think in English. For this, describe a picture. Take any pic from your gallery or from anywhere. You have to describe this picture in at least 15 sentences. How you can do this? First, focus on what you are seeing in the picture. Talk about that in English. Second, lessons you learn from this picture. And third, if you had been the part of picture, what you would have been doing. So you have to describe this picture in 3 aspects: what you are seeing in the picture, lessons you learned, and if you had been the part of picture. That way, create at least 15 sentences using this picture. And second activity of the day would be think in English. It is important because when you are learning English, the chances of translating from your native language to English, that is high. So to avoid that, you have to focus on think in English. This particular activity would help you avoiding translation from your native language to English. In this simple, you have to sit with yourself and have a self talk in English. For that, you can either describe your surroundings, talk about your day or any incident from your past or any experience. But constantly, you have to push your brain to think in English. There can be chances where you are switching to your native language, but you have to make conscious effort to bring it back to English mode. So, do it for at least 15 minutes. And this was day 3. And now for day 4, read out loud at least for 15 minutes or 5 pages. For that, you can pick any book. If you need any book recommendations, you can watch this video or you can read any article. But make sure you are reading something that interests you, not something that can make you feel bored. So pick any book that you always wanted to read, but read out loud 5 pages or for 15 minutes at least, because this activity would help you train your mouth muscles to pick up English words, and it will train your mind to think in English. And when you are reading, you will understand how words are connected together to make a sense out of it. You will understand how to create sentences, and you will train your mouth muscles, and indirectly it will also help you with your thinking English process. So this was day 4. Again, yes, from this activity also you have to write down 5 words and 5 sentences, the words that you feel you can learn, you can use in your day to day life. They are new to you. So 5 words and 5 sentences in the same notebook. So this was day 4. For day 5, I would say shadowing. Shadowing is considered one of the most effective activities when it comes to learning any language. In this, you balance both input as well as output. For this, you can take any video, but you have to do it for at least 15 minutes. Either you can speak with the speaker or you can repeat after that. But make sure you are focusing on everything, the words they are using, sentences, pronunciation, and how they are connecting words together, and the pauses they are taking, and everything. Focus on everything and try to imitate that. You don't need to understand everything at once, but try to understand as much as you can, and speak out loud with the speaker, or maybe you can repeat after that, whatever suits you. And from this clip also, you have to take out 5 words and 5 sentences. It is must, because you will know what you learn at the end of the day. So write down those 5 words and 5 sentences in your notebook. So this was day 5, and now let's move to the day 6. In day 6, there will be 2 activities. One, speak with someone for at least 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes, or you can do it for 15 minutes, as much as you can, but at least 5 minutes. And second would be think in English. First, find someone, your friend or anyone that you feel can help you speaking English. Or the better option would be take the help of mentor, because they can guide you throughout this plan. And remember, at the end of the day, you have to speak with someone. You cannot learn by simply speaking alone. You will have to experiment this. You will have to understand. So that's how you can start. Speak with someone and take the help of whatever you learned in 5 days. Try to use that. So this was day 6. Speak with someone. And second activity would be think in English for at least 15 minutes. Same thing. Sit with yourself, have a self talk, think about any incident, anything in your related to your life, your personal life, and try not to translate from your native language to English. Consciously push your brain to think in English about anything. So this was day 6. And now let's talk about day 7. In day 7, you don't have to do anything extra. Simply revise and review. So far, whatever you learned in those 6 days, revise that. All those words, all those sentences, and those videos or audios, whatever you listen to. This repetition would help you to keep those learnings for the longer period of time. So revise and review, it is must. So this was our week 1 plan. If you notice, in this all the activities are simple and easy to do, and you don't need to have extra resources. You whatever you are using in this plan, it is easily available. So follow this each and every day. And now let's move to the week 2 plan. In this week 2, some activities will be similar, some activities will be different. You will get to know. In this, day 1 would be shadowing. I explained it earlier. Shadowing for 15 minutes at least. Either repeat after the speaker or speak along with the speaker. And 5 sentences and 5 words. So this was day 1. Shadowing is important. Try to do as much as possible. Day 2 is different here. Question and answer. 15 questions and 15 answers. Many a times when we try to initiate a conversation with someone, we struggle because we don't know what to ask, what questions we should ask to someone. And if you notice, whenever we talk to someone, it is always this question answer thing. Someone is asking something, we are responding, or we are asking something, they are responding. So this activity would help you build real life conversation. And how you can create those questions? These questions should be based on your experience. For example, if you meet your friend, what kind of questions you can ask? Maybe you can ask about their day, like how was your day, or how is your day going? Or if your friend bought a new phone, you can talk about that, like what phone are you using, or when did you buy this? Or generic conversation like, do you like to listen to podcasts? Or if you ask for time, what time is it? So these kind of questions will help you build those day to day conversations. You can create scenario based questions also, like what kind of questions you can ask when you are going for the shopping or meeting a friend or with your colleagues or your family members. So create based on your experience and answer those questions, because if someone asks you similar kind of questions, that will become easier for you to respond. So this is quite effective, and indirectly it will train your mind to think in English. So do it. 15 questions, 15 answers. This was day 2. In day 3, speaking, extremely important. Speaking for at least 15 minutes. Record yourself. Pick any relevant topic, or you can summarize so far whatever you learned. Pick something that you feel is relevant for you. So speaking is important. Do it for at least 15 minutes. So this was day 3, and now let's move to day 4. In day 4, you have to do sentence construction. If you are someone who struggle to make proper sentences, this activity would help you a lot. In that, you have to create sentences and try to speak them out loud. You can do it either you can speak in your mind or you can speak out loud. It's up to you. But create sentences. How you can do it? Look around, find any objects, think about it, and make a sentence out of it. For example, I'm using this word mic. I'm using mic to record this video. It is a sentence. Likewise, you can create and you can connect them to create a story. And if you want to know more details about it, I have created this video, complete video, watch it. In this, I've shared some tips to this about this sentence construction. Watch it, it would help you a lot. So this was day 4, and day 5 would be describe a picture and think in English. I explained it earlier. Describe a picture in 3 ways. First, talk about the picture, what you are seeing, lessons you learned. Third, if you had been the part of picture, in at least 15 sentences. And second, think in English about anything that you feel that is important for you. So this was day 5. Day 6, read out loud. Again, pick any book or any article, read for at least 15 minutes or minimum 5 pages. And from this reading, take out 5 words and 5 sentences. Like I explained earlier, the same thing. Day 7 would be revise and review. And make sure you are revising from week 1 also. All the words, all the sentences, all the videos or audios you watched, focus on that, revise it, because this will help you a lot to recall the things for the longer period of time. So this was the week 2 plan. Again, if you notice, in this week also activities are simple and doable. Make sure you follow each and every day plan. When you are doing this, there can be days when you miss it. Try not to miss any day, but by any chance, if you have something urgent, you can miss some days, but make sure you compensate the day in your next day plan. Try to not miss, because it is important to maintain consistency, but if you do, just compensate in your next day plan. So this was a 2 week plan for you. And now how you can implement the same thing? You can implement week 1 to week 3, week 5 and week 7, week 2 to week 4, week 6 and week 8. So you have this complete 8 week plans. And if you are someone who never followed any plan, so this is the perfect time, because in this year only 2 months are left. So start from today itself and follow this plan, because if you have never done it, this might be a chance to see how much you can push yourself when it comes to learning English. And I'm sure this will make your learning English journey exciting, fun, and engaging. So try to follow this, and I wish you good luck for that. And thank you for watching this video till the end.